So in terms of the exam pattern and details, if you look at it, like we've already discussed the date, it is going to be on 15th of September 2025. So you hardly have another 25, 26 days in hand. Now, as far as the paper pattern is concerned, so here in the notification issued by HPSC, it is clearly mentioned that you will be having a subject knowledge test. There will be no screening test that will be happening for this examination, right? Now, in the subject knowledge test, what all is there? So this is going to be for 3 hours, consisting of 150 marks in total. Okay. You will be writing the examination in English language. Your questions will also be in English language. To be considered for the interview, okay, whatever marks you score, etc., how many number of people, X number of people they might choose for the interview. All those candidates who are going to be called for the interview, you have to score minimum above 35%. So that does not mean that you aim only for 35%, okay? Because the higher the marks, the more your chances of being selected in the final result. And this subject knowledge test or whatever written exam you guys are going to give is going to have a weightage of 87.5% in the overall calculation of your final score. Rest, where does the 12.5% go if 87.5 is here? So the rest of it is for your interview. So that weightage of interview will be 12.5%, and your final selection list will consist of marks from the subject knowledge test plus interview. Okay. So here interview is only 12.5 marks. Major game is in the subject knowledge test. This is completely in your control. Okay. So it can also happen you might score really well here and maybe little less in interview. That is also okay. But your total is something that will still be higher because you've scored well in the subject knowledge test. Fine. Now, as far as your pattern for the written examination, if you see, right, you will be having a total of 15 questions. So either you can have, they will give you 15 questions of 10 marks each, or you can have, let's say, question 1, okay, question 1A, some XYZ question of 5 marks, question 1B, ABC of 5 marks. So it could either be this way or completely one question only, or let's say question number 2, complete question of 10 marks. Either you might have some questions of this sort or completely single questions. Fine. All the questions are going to be compulsory. You have to answer in English. They've clearly given instructions in the previous exams also that have been conducted. The answer must be written in the authorized medium. So here our medium is English, that is already mentioned, right? In some papers, we've seen 10 mark questions. In some papers, we've seen this type of questions also, right? Is everybody clear with this, the pattern? यस, सबको क्लियर है ये? कितने क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, कितने मार्क्स के होंगे? No, there is no negative marking. Kritika, this is going to be a written exam, how we used to have in school, right? That some XYZ question is given and you give a brief description answer. So this is going to be of that sort the examination. You do not have any MCQ examination for this post. ठीक है, क्लियर है सबको? किसी को कुछ डाउट? So see, in the examinations that have been conducted for the post of professors or lecturers, till now we've seen 15 questions. Okay, I get it why you are confused with 18, क्योंकि ATP का जो एग्जामिनेशन हुआ था पहले असिस्टेंट टाउन प्लानर का, उसमें 18 क्वेश्चंस थे, राइट? बट उस 18 क्वेश्चंस में से भी अगर देखा जाए तो 15 क्वेश्चंस कंपलसरी थे. सो कुछ भी कर लो, 15 क्वेश्चंस आपको आंसर करने ही है. क्लियर अर्जुन? इवन दो दे माइट गिव 18 क्वेश्चंस, फिर भी 15 आपको कंपलसरीली लिख के आना है. ठीक है.